We're just about ready for round 2 on this crazy Glaciercano tournament of Amiibo power and noobness. And let's look at the combatants who have made it on to the next round. We have Marth versus Toon Link, King Dedede versus Rosalina, Ike versus Bowser, and Captain Falcon versus Little Mac. These are some crazy fights that are going to be going on. And let's get this started with Marth and Toon Link. Just wait a second while I actually set that up, because I didn't do that. LOL. So right from the bat, we can see that Marth is only level 9 when Toon Link is level 11. Will that actually prove to make any real difference? You know, one way or the other? And also, Toon Link, it's going to basically be Toon Link versus Marth, yes. But sword versus sword, the Master Sword versus the Falchion. Even though I like to say Falcon because it makes more sense to me. Even though it's wrong, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know anything about swords, but, you know, the two strongest swords in the Nintendo universe, I think. Pretty much. They're going to be battling head-to-head. And the stage that they're going to be going on, I think I'm going to keep going through these. I might make it all the way to the bottom before the end of the round. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But you know what? I say it is a good idea, so let's go with it. I know the final round, no matter what, will probably be played on Battlefield, but until then, you know, who cares? It's going on Coliseum. It's not a very gimmicky stage, and I like it. So, I know that this is sort of like a home field turf for Marth, of course, because this is a Fire Emblem stage. But, oh boy, he actually just went straight into it with a smash. I think that was a smash. But, it's already 28-0. Marth is going to, like, he has something to prove here, it seems like, because he's level 9 versus a level 11. But, oh, Toon Link, he has the bombs, so many bombs that are beautiful, and also just more items in general, but the items don't seem to be helping here, as still it's 63-4, 70-4. Marth just wants blood, and he wants it now. He wants the blood of dragons too, probably, because, you know, that's what the sword is meant for, right? I think the sword's meant to destroy dragons. Well, that's maybe the problem here, is that the Master Sword's designed to defeat evil. And Marth doesn't really seem to be the most evil of person. If this was both... Oh boy, Toon Link is actually starting to bring things back all of a sudden with his patented down air that he did there into some other crazy combo. The aerial moves. That's where Toon Link has his advantage, but he just can't put it away. Because Marth... Oh boy, another down air into, for some reason, up B. But also up air, that's also another good combo. If they can call that a combo. Probably not a combo. You can get that at McDonald's or something. It's just so amazing. Oh no, it's 129% to 23. And Marth, I don't think he really cares that he has a high percentage. He's going for it. He's just going straight forward. If Toon Link would have did a down air there, he probably would have taken down Marth. But he didn't think of that. Because they're AI and they don't really think. Because they're learning off of each other. And also learning from their past experiences. And it seems like Marth's ability to fight Diddy Kong has really helped him. Oh, that taunt. He's really gonna be feeling that one, I think, tomorrow. That Marth does not like taunts. That's the one thing they made sure that Diddy Kong never did. While Toon Link, he just had it easy when going against Pit, it seems like. He's not having a good time here, though. And he's up to 109. If Marth does, like, any sort of smash or a Dancing Blade, anything else for that matter, Toon Link is definitely going to be out of the tournament. So, Marth, he's sitting pretty right now. Because, I mean, he does kind of look like a princess, even though he's a prince. Or king, or something like that. Oh, boy, but you know what? Toon Link doesn't care because he's already out of the tournament. That was a valiant effort, though. He got him down so they didn't get 2-stocked. He got only 1-stocked. But then again, he was at 0%. That's like supposed to be a special thing in the Super Smash Bros. Community. It's like JV 2-stock? I think that's what it is, like JV? I don't know, I'll have to look that up, but I think that's correct. So he basically still did get 2-stocked, so Toon Link, I think I'm going to count that as a 2-stock for on Marth's progress report. Marth, he 2-stocked Diddy Kong, and now he did it essentially to Toon Link. That's no, like, easy feat, I wouldn't say, because Toon Link is a level, he's 2 levels ahead of him. I think he was higher to begin with, but let's look at those percentages of damage given and damage taken. I have a feeling that, yeah, actually, that was pretty close. That was not that bad of a battle, despite the fact that Marth was a whole stock, well, 2 stocks, basically, ahead of him the entire time. It's just absolute madness. So I guess percentages don't always matter too terribly much, because I think Toon Link, he got a couple of low percentage kills, which it happens every once in a while. Which Marth, he'll be very frightened of that moving forward as he goes on to round 3, which is the semifinals. I probably should just read that off. But yeah, Marth's moving on to the semifinals. Toon Link's out of it. It's a sad day when your Toon Link doesn't work. I don't know. It made sense in my head, right? The next round is King Dedede versus Rosalina, who will fight Marth and his undefeated crazy 2-stockingness. Stay tuned. The second match in round 2 is King Dedede versus Rosalina and Luma. Team Target has been doing fairly well still, surprisingly enough, considering the fact that Target still doesn't exist in Canada anymore. And that's why you have to import Rosalina and Luma over from other places. So, that's a thing, but you know what? King Dedede, he doesn't care because he is Team Fat, and he beat out the Team Skinny to get rid of the fat of Wii Fit Trainer to get here. I mean, he is a bit lower level, but as we've seen from Marth, level maybe not actually matters too much in these crazy tournaments. Oh man, I would almost want to go into Castle Siege, because that's not too gimmicky, but at the same time it sort of is. It's less gimmicky in a way than Skyworld. Come on, Skyworld? How many different matches do I have left in round 2 and stuff? I need to count this up. You know what? In my honest opinion here, I don't think that Castle Siege is that gimmicky, and also I figured out my math that if I go through that, then also a few others, I'm not gonna unveil what stages I'm gonna do next, because that's only when it happens. But Castle Siege, it's sort of gimmicky, but at the same time, it's not. So it is still the battle, Rosalina and Luma versus the big old penguin, King Dedede. There's very similar levels. Oh, they're back up to actually the same level now, actually. Level 8 versus level 8. King Dedede just needs to get in close against that Luma, but he just, for some reason, he couldn't so far. Oh, he's sitting right in the middle of them. Rosalina and Luma has perfect spacing. It's like they're doing some sort of choreographed dance or something. It's amazing. But they're coming back on percentages now, because King Dedede, he has a lot of hard-hitting moves. So he doesn't really mind getting hit by a lot of these small ones that Rosalina and Luma like to do. They like the small hits, and I think that actually scene change might have helped King Dedede not die. Now he just has to use this advantage and stop using his down B. He really loves his down B for some reason. But if he just uses any sort of attack, it's super effective on Rosalina and Luma. Because hammers destroy all, in fact. As far as I know, but because hammers destroy space princesses, or space witches. I think she's more of a witch, but King Dedede, he sees the smash ball, he sort of wants to go for it, but Rosalina and Luma, they had a bit more of patience. More patience that didn't really help at all, because that final smash is not very good. They're still very similar in percentages here. Oh man, King Dedede's taken the lead, and now he's taken the KO lead with 1-0, 3 stocks to 2. But he's still at a high percentage, so who knows what's actually going to happen. Rosalina and Luma, they have a lot of tricks up their sleeves. That's what happens when you have a kind of a puppet character. It happens. But King Dedede, he's gonna jump up the ledge and not really do much of anything, it seems like. Rosalina and Luma, they're just edge guarding, like, really well here. Because that's what happens when you have that Luma. It just goes right on the edge, and it can do really well. But that up B and then into Gordo. And then he's going to almost do a down B, but he didn't get anywhere near. He was trying to eat that Luma, but didn't really do so much for King Dedede there. He really loves that down B. It does a lot of damage, but I don't think it's really worth it for the most part. But he's doing a bit of good combos around. Is he going to go for the up air? Oh, he went for side air. It's still good enough to put Rosalina and Luma in a hard place right now. Just like that she puts me in a hard place, what? Oh no, Rosalina. Ooh. Anyway, Rosalina and Luma, she's coming back like this is some sort of boxing fight. If Little Mac was here, oh boy. Although, oh, that was close. If that up smash hit from King Dedede, it would have been almost all over. But that was a really low percentage. Was it low percentage? I think it wasn't. It doesn't matter because King Dedede, he's just taunting his up a storm here. He might have died a little bit early, but they're back up to fairly even here. And you know what? I can't even tell who's actually in the lead at this point. Because King Dedede is standing on the edge of life and death, and I think he might have a plan if he actually uses his suck-in ability, but he doesn't seem to be doing that. Instead, they're just kind of fighting on the edge, and Rosalina is just keeping him from coming back in, and you know what? She won. That was a close one. Rosalina and Luma, they're no strangers to actually having pretty close, not really close matches actually, because she obliterated Meta Knight through stupidity, and stupidity brought Rosalina and Luma to win yet again, as King Dedede, he needs to be paying attention to his ledges. And he's going to be thinking about that next time when he's going home crying because he's not in the tournament anymore. Let's look at these percentages. But that was 1-0. That was still one of the closest. That was the closest match of this round so far. Even in percentages, that wasn't too far off either. It was just, he made one mistake, and it really cost him. Cost him to the point that the hit percentage actually is really a lot higher on Rosalina and Luma. I guess it probably was a lot of just small ground attacks that was really the main thing. King Dedede, he just went for a lot of down Bs, and it cost him. If he would have went for any other attacks other than down B, you know, it might have actually helped. I don't know. That's maybe just my official opinion on things, but that's just the way the penguin waddles down the ice and cries because the Pittsburgh Penguins aren't very good either and stuff. Why Pittsburgh? You needed to win the Stanley Cup every year. Every year. Anyway, that has nothing dealing with these matches because still, anyway, Rosalina and Luma, that means that they're actually going on to fight Marth in the semifinals. The next 2 rounds of round 2 are coming up next. You gotta have those transitions. Oh man. One side of the tournament bracket of the semifinals has been decided. Now it's time to decide the other side, with the first of 2 matches being Ike versus Bowser. Ike had a really easy time getting here as he had to fight Mega Man on the Bridge of Eldin and just completely destroyed him. It was 3-0. 3 stocks to nothing. He didn't even get KO'd once. And then there's Bowser. He had a hard-fought battle against Shulk to get here, which is maybe why he's a higher level. But they're both fairly low level considering the rest of the playing field on the other side of the tournament bracket so far. But level 5 to level 7. Let's do this. The King of Koopas versus the Radiant King of Aethers and stuff. But the next one that we have here, oh, this is gonna be crazy, as we're going on to Town and City. Or maybe we should go on to Smashville. I wanted to choose one of these. I think I'm gonna go on Smashville because Town and City is a bit large, to say the least, and a bit too in charge. Smashville is a bit smaller, and I can't have both of those. You can only choose one or the other. Smashville, 2 players, 1v1, I think is probably going to work better. But this is I don't know if you can really call the platform gimmicky at all, but that's the only thing that can be considered at all gimmicky about this stage, because it is tournament certified. And so far, it's very even. Ike versus Bowser, 24-23. Oh, Bowser's taking a short lead. And he just keeps punching. This is insane. You know, Ike, he's had no adversity so far, and now he has to figure out how to beat Bowser, who wants to commit suicide. He really likes... I wonder if he's actually going to go for a Bowser side, actually. That might be his overall strategy. Who knows? Because Bowser, he is a little bit of an insane kind of Koopa. But he is one to be doing a lot of damage with those just standard punches that he just keeps doing. And Ike, I think, is learning that the standard punch might be a good idea too. He was trying to. But Bowser's just laying on the damage. He just barely made it back on the edge. On the edge of glory and defeat, potentially. But he's over it's 2 times the percentage right here. They were just dancing around, it seemed like. Would you like a dance? Yes, I would, Bowser. That is what Ike is saying right now. Because he wants to distract him from the high percentages. He's already up. Oh, that was close. Another taunt that we see in this. Ike, I think, might be a little bit too overconfident here. As he's on to 158%, but he just barely made it back on the stage. And Bowser brings things back. And it's 0-0 yet again. Although now Ike has a very slight advantage. Very slight. And also, I think that the levels are getting closer now. It's 9 levels to 7. So I think Bowser, he might be using his experience to his advantage here. But who knows as he does the drop kick. The drop kick of legend. He's finally learned the drop kick, which is the strongest move of Bowser that can, like, one-hit anybody. Pretty much from, like, any percentage. Other than, I think, above 60. I don't know. But you know what? Ike's still not going down without a big throwing of his sword. And he's doing the 3-hit combos yet again. Oh, they're both gonna go for it. Oh, Bowser does the down air. And he somehow manages to actually, wow. He knocked out Ike and has a smash ball. This is like pro strategies here. And you cannot get away from Giga Bowser on Smashville. There's just no way. So Ike has to just somehow hope to survive, and he did a pretty good job because Giga Bowser, he just didn't know what to do. For some strange reason. But Ike, he's at a very big disadvantage here. Bowser is on 2 stock, and he has low percentage compared to 93% here. They just really, like, Ike can't stop doing his neutral B and a Bowser side without a Bowser side. Bowser, I think, well, I'm just still gonna say it's a Bowser side. He did a final Bowser side and he won. That's what I'm trying to say. Bowser won 2-0. 2-0. And they both somehow made it to the same level after that. Bowser, he didn't gain as much experience, but he used, still, I think, his experience to his advantage. Because he still did have a lot harder of a fought battle against Shulk to get here, and Ike can't even see the future, so how do you think that Bowser feels about that? Probably pretty good. So, 2-0, let's see the damage given. That, I can already see that looks insane. 410% compared to the 142% taken for Bowser. That just says a lot right there. He had a massive advantage in terms of percentage and everything else in between, I think. That's insane. Ground attacks, air attacks, everything. Smash attacks other than that, but... or grabs. But he has everything else. Bowser just destroyed the world. It's insane. And he's going to be going on to the semifinals versus whoever is coming up next. Well, whoever wins this next battle, which is Captain Falcon versus Little Mac. Oh, a battle of the big boys. Who's gonna win? Well, although, like, Little Mac's kind of small, but that's besides the point. It's still the big boys, because they're big and powerful. Yeah. It's time to get into the final match of round 2 in this Amiibo tournament, which is Captain Falcon versus Little Mac. Their levels are both level 9, so there's no real way of telling that anybody's better than one another just from that. But coming here, Captain Falcon obliterated Lucario. I still think if it's 2-0, And also, Little Mac, he had a bit more of a hard fight to get here, though. As always for Little Mac, he can never do things the easy way, as he beat the villager just barely by 1 stock. And these two are going to be fighting on, where was that again? I think it was, oh boy. I don't know if I should really do this, but I have no choice. This was pre-planned. I mean, it's going to happen no matter what for, like, this round. Oh boy. Well, this is going on to the boxing ring. Little Mac's home turf. I mean, I love the Falcon, as I completely am 100% biased towards that. But, you know, they're just testing themselves up. They were just showing their strength to each other for the first bit there. Oh, Little Mac, he just did his combo and just did a ton of damage to begin with. But Captain Falcon comes back with the up air, and they're doing a bunch of bouncing off the little things on the side. What do you even call those? Like the ropes? Oh, the big counter to the Falcon Punch. Well, at least his version of the Falcon Punch, Little Mac did. Will Falcon actually do his Falcon? Oh, he missed. The first time a Falcon Punch hasn't been connecting in this tournament so far, but you know what? The side B for Falcon, that's even way better anyway. And the Falcon Punch goes off and destroys Little Mac when he had a KO Punch too. Falcon's at 100% pretty high damage. If he gets hit by pretty much anything of Little Mac's moves, he's gonna be hurting. But another side B goes down, and oh, there's another Knee of Justice. Falcon's patented move that he solves crime and destroys everyone using. But he's definitely hurting now. He's definitely hurting. But who's going to get the smash ball? If Captain Falcon gets it, that might be what he just needs to put this away pretty much. But Little Mac needs this to get back in the game, because actually they're not too far off. They are kind of at the same time. But who's gonna get it? Oh boy. Yeah, he's gonna bring this back and get ahead if he actually gets Giga Mac up here. But Falcon, I don't think he really wants to get going with... Oh no, this does not look good for Falcon. Oh no. It's all over. It's all over. I have no hope already. So sad and depressing. Captain Falcon was ahead and now he's behind just from one smash ball like that. He is a higher level, but will the higher level put out anything? What's he doing? He's walking off the edge. He's giving up too. Or maybe he's just using his patented, like, moves of trying to make the other opponent, you know, they think that they're really good and far ahead, but then he's trying to get him confident, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. But Captain Falcon, he was trying to do a lot of his up smashes. It's a very good move, but I don't think it's really going to help him out here at this current stage in time. Although getting Little Mac into the air is always a good idea, actually, so... Oh, he has a KO punch, and he's on the side. Oh, Falcon's down. Falcon down. 2-0. Little Mac, he is OP for a reason. Well, at least people consider him to be OP. He just got lucky on that one, though. Captain Falcon, if he would have got the Smash Ball, or if the Smash Ball didn't exist. Now I'm questioning the own rules of my own tournament. If only there wasn't a Smash Ball, Captain Falcon would make it to the semifinals, but Little Mac, he joins Bowser to be fighting in the semifinals. They both beat their opponents 2-0 here. Let's check the statistics. Oh man, look, there is actually more damage given from Little Mac. But I have a feeling it has something to do with Giga Mac that might have actually put him over the edge. Because I don't know, it looked like Falcon was doing really well, but I mean, I might be just a biased commentator. Because that's just the way I think of things. Captain Falcon, no! All I did for you, I tried to... Actually, I could have probably put it on a better match. I could have... Oh man, I should have rigged it! I should have rigged it! But you can never really rig things dealing with Amiibo. Oh well. So Falcon's out, Little Mac moves on to the semifinals, which are coming up. Pause and reflect on everything. Sadness. But happiness, because it's still semifinals. They're gonna be crazy.